Hi guys, it's Night Fear, and today I'm going to film my TBR for the prompts for Whatever-You-Want-A-Thon, and the reason I said it like that is because this readathon is unique in the way it's done. I will link the announcement video from Book Browsing Blog down below. This readathon is being held the whole month of June. And there's several ways you can do this readathon. I decided I'm choosing team. I chose epic and high, meaning fantasy, not different ways you might interpret that. And so you pick, if you can sign up for whichever team you want. And she explains all this in the video. And then you choose how many books you think you're going to read. I chose 15 because I have been averaging 15 except for this month, which we'll get into that in a couple days when I do my wrap up. This month has been just, I don't know what I was on and I don't know. Anyway, so I chose 15. I'll probably read more than that, but I know that's a pretty safe bet that that's how many I'll read. So you get points for, like, after you pick how many you're going to read, you get points for, like, reading, I think it's like a quarter, a half, 3/4, and then fulfilling your, like, how many books you said you were going to read kind of thing. Then you get points if you read books that are based on your team, because like mine is fantasy. There's contemporary and there's other, teams. I can't remember what other ones there are, but so you get points for that. You get points if they're queer. You get points if they're favorites of the team captains. You get points for different things. You go to this spreadsheet, you type in your stuff and you answer the questions, and then everybody gets points, so you can participate in that way. There's also prompts, which is what I'm doing in this video. There's 15 prompts. So this is the books I'm reading just for those prompts, but all the books I read this month will count. So that's what I kind of mean by just the TBR for the prompts. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get onto that. If you are curious and want to participate, which I hope you do because it sounds like a lot of fun, check out her announcement video and it'll probably make more sense than my rambling. So anyway, okay, so the very first prompt is the cover reminds you of a pride flag. She actually did a whole video about books that she found that remind her of pride flags. Now this one is one of the ones that she had in the video, and it's for non-binary, which I think is cool. But that is Mason Deaver, I Wish You All the Best. This is about a kid that comes out as non-binary, and I think his kid, their parents kick him out or aren't happy or something, and they fall in love with a boy. That's pretty much all I know, and I think that's what it is. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But I'm on hold for this on my library, so hopefully it'll come in within this month. I'm pretty sure it will. But yeah, so that's the first one. And all my books on this list are queer because I'm trying to read just queer in June. Now I will have a couple of books that are not queer because I do have books on hold for my e-library, that some books when they come in, because of they're new and I've waited so long, I'm going to go ahead and read them when they come in. But the majority of my TBR for this month will be queer because it is Pride Month. Okay, the next one is reread, a comfort read. Now, this is also on my TBR for the Queer Lit Readathon, but this is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. I've read this, I think, twice before. I'm thinking it's 2 times I've read it. Also seen the movie a bunch of times, and I thought this would be the perfect book because I own it. And yeah, so, and The Color Purple it's a classic. Let's see. It is about a Black woman who gets married to this man who is not so nice. A lot of things happen, and then she meets this woman who is very confident about herself and her sexuality, and things kind of happen, and it's just, I don't know, it's about the time, and I don't know if it says like when. Hold on, let me see if it's I don't think it ever says like exactly what years this is supposed to encompass. I can't remember. 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s? No, not 60s, I don't think. Maybe older than that? I don't know. I don't think it ever says. But anyway, I would highly recommend if you haven't read this book. And also the movie too. A 5-star prediction. For this one, I chose, which is actually another book that I own, The Inexplicable Logic of My Life by Benjamin Alire Sands. I read the Aristotle and Dante discovered the secrets of the universe and loved it. So I'm hoping that I like this one too. This one is about a boy who has two dads. And he said that his adopted gay father, so I don't know how that works. But anyway, he's a senior, he thinks everything is good, and then he starts questioning who he is. So I'm not sure if he's questioning his sexuality, because he's Mexican American, so I'm not sure if he's questioning being adopted or his sexuality or what, because obviously I haven't read the book yet. But yeah, so I'm thinking this is going to be 5-star because I really enjoyed Aristotle and Dante. So yeah, hopefully, let's cross our fingers. The next one is an author debut. This one has made its rounds. I'm a little late to the party, but a friend of mine really loves this book, and so I decided I'd give it a chance. It's Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Bayron. And this one is it's like after Cinderella found her prince, and teen girls are required to appear at an annual ball, and this Sophia is not having it. And she'd much rather marry her best friend. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. See if she finds her princess charming. And yeah, so I'm excited, and I love this cover. It's very pretty, very purple and very beautiful. And I love that dusty purple. So anyway, then out of my comfort zone, this is another book that I own, Jane Unlimited by Kristen Cashore. I love Kristen Cashore's Graceling series. I've read all 4, love them all. This one is about a girl who gets an invitation to a house, and she gets to pick her different doors, and then see different, like if she makes different choices in her life, what comes of it. And sorry if you hear the tapping, the woodpecker is pecking at the house. Yeah. But one of the characters, Jane, it says bi/pan in the what I found online. Ravi is pan and Ivy is lesbian/queer. So I was trying to figure out what representation, and it's listed as sci-fi. So yeah. So I don't know. And this one is out of my comfort zone because I'm not sure if I don't know what this is in here. Oh, okay. But I'm not sure how I'm going to like this because it's a little different. And I'm not sure if I'm going to like the different choices or the doors kind of thing. So, I've had this on a couple of TBRs and never even picked it up. So, but I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to break down and just pick it up. Okay. Hauled in the last year. For this one, I picked The Sandalwood Tree by L. Newmark. This is a book set in India. Now, this one I looked up, and it's supposed to have, it has, It's like, I think 2 different time zones, or not time zones, but timelines. Wow, what is it with all these bookmarks? Sorry. Because this is a used book, and I think no, this one was at Ollie's. I don't know why there's McKay's bookmark stuffed in there. I don't know. But anyway, it's supposed to be 2 timelines, I think, and one of the timelines is supposed to have a lesbian relationship. So, yeah, because see, it says, sweeping novel that brings to life 2 love stories 90 years apart, set against the backdrop of war-torn India. So, I don't know. I'm hoping, I mean, according to online, it says it does. So, I'm hoping this fits. But I love books set in India. I love movies set in India. I don't know. There's just something about India that fascinates me. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why I bought this book. Not even knowing it was queer, but it just sounded good. So, yeah, see, it says one woman is about to uncover a startling love story that threatens to consume her. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes, and let's cross our fingers that it's queer. But if not, it's okay. I'm going to read it anyway. The next one is indie, self-published. And for this one, I picked Girl Serpentthorne by Melissa Beshardist. I don't know how, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that name. But isn't this cover gorgeous? I've had this, I think I actually checked this out once and didn't get to it. And the tag is sometimes the princess is the monster. So, and that's all I know. And so this is one of my fantasy ones that I want to read that's queer. And so I can't wait. But it's something, a princess cursed to be poisonous at the touch. So, yeah. So I'm excited to read this. Then we have POC representation. This is another one that I'm also reading for Queer Lit Readathon. And that is The Black Flamingo by Dean Otta. And this is about a Black boy who comes to terms with his identity, his sexual identity, and it has stuff to do with drag. So I'm excited. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. I've been wanting to read this for a while. I really enjoy drag stories. I've read a couple of them and really enjoyed the camaraderie and just, I don't know, just really enjoyed it. So definitely can't wait to get to that one. Then the next one is poll, and I put up a poll on my Facebook and my Instagram today, to choose between these 3 books. And that's How to Make a Wish, These Witches Don't Burn, and Proxy. These are all my books. And that's, How to Make a Wish by Ashley Herring Blake, These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling, and Proxy by Alex London. So we have contemporary, I guess that would be a contemporary fantasy because they're witches, and then a sci-fi. So very different books, but I decided I'd do 3 of books I own. This one is about a girl who has mom with issues, and she meets a girl and basically they fall in love or fall in like, I'm not sure which. And then her mom, because they move around a lot, and then her mom's like, hey, let's move. And then she's got to decide whether she wants to move or try to make it work with this girl. So that one sounds really good. These Witches Don't Burn is about the society where witches are in hiding and they're not supposed to show their powers. Something happens and they're trying to figure out who did it or who something. It's about a blood witch. They're trying to find the blood witch, and it's about 2 ex-girlfriends. So, and then Proxy is about this world where you can take over. Let me think. It's been a while since because I've had this on a TBR before too. It's about having a patron. And basically you take all the punishments. That's what it is. So like a rich person can buy you as a proxy, and you take all their punishments. And it's about these two boys, what happens with them. So we'll see, which one my friends picked for those. And hopefully I'll get to the other two. Then the next one is fit a TBR game prompt. And I picked Becca in the Books, Becca's Bookopoly, and this was her last one, her May TBR, her TBR game, and the choice was fantasy. That was her prompt, and so then I picked Master of One by Jada Jones and Danny Bennett, and this is about a thief who gets caught, and then somebody comes and says, hey, you know, I will forgive you if you steal these 6 pieces of things. And then he discovers that the things he wants him to steal are actually people. It's a really big book, but I don't know, it just sounded really good. And it says 6 Fae relics, 1 daring thief, the score of a lifetime. So I don't know, the last thief book, which you'll see in a couple days when I do my wrap up thief book, I didn't really like too much, but this one sounds like a little bit different kind of a thief book. So I'm going to try it and see and if I don't like this one, I don't know, maybe I just don't like heisty thief books, but we'll see. The next challenge is buddy read. I don't have anybody to buddy read anything with. So if any of these books, or if you want to read a queer book, and want to read it with me, let me know. And maybe we can buddy read together. But right now I don't have anything for that. The next one is disability or mental health representation. For this one is another one that I'm reading for the Queer Lit Readathon, and that's The Wicker King by Kay Ankrum. The only thing I know about this one is it's about mental health. It's about 2 friends, and one of them is, you know, having issues. And the little tagline says, he sees another world, but is it real? So, and the pages get darker as you read. So it's like he's going down into this darkness, I guess. I don't know, but it sounds really good, and I've been wanting to read it for a while. And I just decided that it was time. The next one is a Bookish Creator's fave list. For this one, I picked 2019 favorite list from Haley in Bookland. And for that, this was on her list, and it's Her Royal Highness by Rachel Hawkins. And this is about a girl. So she's her friend, she's her enemy, she's her crush. That's what it says. So yeah, we're gonna see, and it's very short. But it just sounded good, and I actually just bought a Rachel Hawkins book, which is called Royals, which I think is like before this. But I don't think you have to read them, like, I don't know. I don't think they have anything to do with each other, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna read this one and see. Yeah. Yeah, she's going to this exclusive school, and her roommate is a princess of Scotland. So, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to read that one. And then the next one is cover with your team color. Now, my team color is black. And now I probably have a bunch of these books that have black on the cover, but I thought this one fit most because it's got the most, like, dark black. And this one has also been on several TBRs of mine, because this is another book that I own. And it's Spellbook of the Lost and Found by Maria Fowley Doyle. This is like These Witches Don't Burn is about a group of girls who I think are witches. Maybe. But anyway, I think they do a spell and to find something, and it kind of goes wrong. And they start finding things, I think, that they're not supposed to find. If I remember I think that's what it's about, or something similar. So, but I just love this color or cover. And then the color, of course, goes with the prompt. So yeah. And then the last book is to read a book with the last letter of the previous title is the same as the first letter of this title. So for this one, I'd have to read this one first and then read this, because see, this ends in a D and this starts in a D. So, and this is Adib. Quorum is Darius the Great Deserves Better. And this is the second book. I actually have the first that I'm reading for Queer Readathon. So this one will have to be read later in the month. But this is basically when he comes back from Iran, I think. Yeah. So this is, he comes back from Iran and kind of what he's found out when he was in Iran and how he deals with that and how, like, what he's found out and things he's decided and stuff like that. So it's just a continuation of the first one. So, but anyway, those are the books that I am planning on reading. Yeah, I know I have, plus I have a few more. So yeah, I have a lot to choose from, this month, but I'm hoping to get to all of these because some of them are very short, but I do have a few long ones. Like this one is really long and this one is really long and this one is a little long. Most of the other ones are pretty short though. I don't know, Proxy is a little long, but not too bad. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully I'll cross my fingers I get to all these. But yeah, let me know. Like I said, if you want a buddy read, let me know if you're participating in the Whatever-You-Want-A-Thon. I will leave, like I said, her announcement video down below. Please remember to always be kind to one another, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!